Hey guys, welcome to another video, and this one is the first episode of the Fish Tank podcast. Now, before we get into it, I would really like to just say what the podcast is going to be about. It's going to be a banter podcast, basically. We talk about whatever the hell we like, films, games, etc. But we'll put it in episodes. It's going to be quite cool. I'll get people on who are interested. So for the first episode, I got Atomic Gaming, who is a friend of mine on YouTube. You might not know of him because, yeah, he's not part of the Assassin's Creed community, but is definitely worth checking out. There'll be a link in the description. But I can't say much. But welcome to the Fish Tank podcast. And yeah, so enjoy the podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of a new podcast of mine. Or if you're on the Atomic Gaming side of things, another one of his radio things, or maybe the first one. Who's to say?
It's number 4. It's
Number
the
4.
radio show. Yeah.
Right. I haven't been paying much attention to his channel. Sadly, I've been very busy. But we're going to meet, since it's the end of the year, like it's Christmas time, which is basically like the end days of the year, we're going to be talking about what's been, what like the games that have come out this year, games coming out next year, what we want in 2016, what we found disappointing about 2015, what we found great about 2015. So let's start with the games that came out in 2015. Which games had you like gripped this year? I don't know whether to call you Jacob or Dexter.
It doesn't matter, either one.
I'll just stick with Jacob.
Yeah. I thought that the Saints Row games were pretty good this year. Saints Row, Reelected, and Gat Out of Hell, which continued the story.
Oh, that was at the start of the year, wasn't it? Crikey.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, Fallout 4 and Assassin's Creed Syndicate had me sort of towards the end of the year here. Like, Fallout 4 is absolutely fantastic. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is a great redemption story from the crap that was Unity.
I could see that.
Yeah.
My next one has to be Life is Strange, hands down. Was one of the best games of the year. It had a great story in it. It was worth waiting the time in between to see what would happen.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen much of that because it's not my genre, as you may know. I'm a very action-adventure fantasy sort of person, so Fallout and Assassin's Creed and things like that sort of really grip me.
What about Zombie Army Trilogy came out as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, zombies aren't my thing.
Assassin's Creed Rogue came out.
That was last year.
Oh, that was last year. Well, on the
Oh, it
list
came
of
out on
it came out
PC
for the
this year.
PC, like right. It came out on the PC
It
this
came out on
year.
PC this year, and I've
Yeah.
played it through 3 times now. Once on Xbox 360, back in 2014, like December time, about a year ago, almost, as of Christmas Day, and twice since it came out on PC, once on live streams and once as a Let's Play. And the game it was pretty damn solid. So
I have a disappointing game of 2015.
yeah,
Star Wars Battlefront 3 was very
you
disappointing
mean
to its
Battlefront because
predecessors.
Battlefront was a reboot, so it's just Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
Well,
and
Star
I
Wars
see what you
Battlefront.
mean. Was it what, 4 maps for £50 or whatever, like $80?
Yeah,
And
60
then
$70 American.
70 US dollars for 4 maps and the occasional free DLC here and there, and about 20 to $30 for what, an extra map hit. Look,
Yeah.
like, what the hell is that about? Who can justify paying hundreds of dollars for maps?
Also, hang on, I got another one. Batman Arkham Knight had some issues, or the new
Batman
Batman
Arkham
game had a
Knight,
lot of issues on
oh,
PC.
sod that game to buggery. It didn't even, it really didn't. Well, it looked great.
It did.
The PC port was so bad that they've completely removed it from the store and it's no longer available for PC.
Yeah, so think about all the people who waited in line or waited on Steam to buy that and were sorely disappointed.
Yeah, I'm sure I was amongst those people, so yeah. I was very disappointed with it, but I didn't let it bother me. I let it go quite quickly because A, the game's ripe for the copyright, and I wouldn't be able to make very many videos on it anyway. And B, it meh. I don't know. It just really didn't captivate me as me. But
I was in the beta for Rainbow Six, and that was a pretty good game. That was like a good. It was like better than Call of Duty. I'll put it that way.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
was
Black Ops personally had good campaign, good zombies, but then you play multiplayer and it's just the same old shit.
yeah. I also managed to get hold of the beta for Rainbow Six. And managed to play maybe a few games. Didn't really enjoy it because it was a you're dead sort of game, and
Yeah,
you have to wait for the next round and etc. And it felt too zombie survival for a like, well, it wasn't multiplayer shooter, but it was more like it sort of was zombie survival just with living people.
yeah. I actually have a story about that. I was in one map. Me and a bunch of friends, me, Gavin, and Chelsea were playing, and this little troll decides I put some charges on the door, some motion charges. So he goes up and shoots them. So in and I'm chatting with him in the game chat, and he's calling me a fucker, and I'm just like, oh, you know what? So I shot him, and then everybody gets mad at me because I shot him.
And he can't come back.
Yeah, he can't come back. So everyone's yelling at me that I gave away our position. Him blowing up my explosives gave away our position already. I
Well,
shot him in rage because he was being a troll.
let's be fair, he got wrecked. Now,
Yeah.
a game that really disappointed me in 2015, I'm just gonna say it, it's Just Cause 3. I mean, played that, PC port it was horrendous, it was a mess.
It actually ended up frying my graphics card, so I can agree with you on that. I was
Wow.
out. If you noticed, I was gone for 2 weeks without where I wasn't on the computer or doing anything because it fried my Radeon graphics card. It completely fried it to pieces.
Frightened to shit. Yeah,
Yeah, it shit
well,
itself. I have pictures of it too.
you showed me the picture of like your screen just
Yeah,
having white, like static white
that
noise
was
and shit.
actually a million little smaller versions of the Windows loading screen.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Crikey, how
But
did you know?
Best Buy, because I went to Best Buy and they zoomed in enough. But they did give me $200 off of a Jet Force GTX 980 NVIDIA graphics card. So
Whoa.
I that's because my mom's been shopping there before I was born. So we have elite membership there.
So you got yourself a GeForce GTX 980.
Yeah, for like $200 off.
Bloody hell! What was your card before?
AMD Radeon
Which one?
R9 270.
I don't know. I don't know AMD cards as well as I do Nvidia because I've always been an Nvidia person ever since I had the 660. But
Ooh. Yeah, 660 was good for
which
its
is more
time.
powerful, the R9 270 or the 980?
I'm gonna put it this way: the R9 270 could not run Just Cause, but the 980 can run four separate computers and play Just Cause 3 on all four of them without lagging at all.
Crikey, it was not like it's got what? I think the 980 has 4 GB of video RAM on it, or is it
No, it's got I think -8, but then again, I'm running two monitors as we speak.
-8? -8. Are you sure we're on the same page here, mate?
Well, you
For
cut out
if
when
it
you
had
said
if
8.
it had -8, it will be running it backwards and not working at all.
That's true, but
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean,
so
oh, I got another game that disappointed me. Evolve disappointed me, exponentially disappointed me.
oh, that's another game that I was heard so much about.
It
Like
was
back,
overhyped to the point of overhyped.
I heard so much about it in 2015, no, 2014, and then literally after like one beta, I'd never heard of it ever again.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, what?
Yeah,
What?
Halo 5 was good as well. I played that. Me and Gavin beat that in 6 hours on heroic.
Oh, that's cool. My friend Tyler, he liked the game, but he had one issue, and it was the lack of Master Chief segments.
Yeah, in contrast to Halo 2 or Halo 3, where you switch between Chief and Arbiter.
Yeah, essentially.
There was more lock segments by like two missions.
Yeah, that's probably what disappointed Tyler.
Uh, What really made me happy about the game was it threw in an element of a friend becoming an enemy.
Or an enemy becoming a friend, as it.
Well, it threw in both of those as well because
That's how
I'm
it.
a spoiler alert. If you haven't played it, I'm sorry. If you know nothing about it, I'm sorry here. If you have, you know what we're talking about. Whereas Cortana tries to take over the universe essentially.
Yeah.
She becomes immortal, tries to take over the universe. Fun fact: the main actor of Fallout 4 is also the AI Roland on the USC Infinity.
So the guy who plays
The little yellow guy.
oh yeah, I know who Roland is, and the guy who plays Mr. Default
Yeah,
name.
Nate.
No, his default name is name.
His
Uh,
his default character name is Nate, and the
the
female default is Nora.
no. Oh wait, hang on. It's Nate and Nora. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
right. So whoever plays Nate is
yeah,
Nate. Yeah,
yes, he is.
he's Roland.
He's
He
Roland.
sounds like he sounds like Aiden Pierce as well.
I know, right?
I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be the same guy. I don't know. I haven't seen the full
What else
cast
came
list.
out this year? Geez, there was a Witcher 3
The Witcher
was
3
it
was
was decent.
according to Lasers. He's a friend of mine. He makes YouTube videos. He's quite successful, well, semi-successful. 10,000 subscribers. He he played that a lot. He said that it wasn't a game that he'd ever want to record per se because he feels as if that'll take the fun away from it. But he said that I think that is. He said it's a great game. I haven't played it personally, but um, I've seen gameplay. I've watched streams, and it looks amazing.
I haven't even edited a lot of videos I've recorded on it. What else came out this year? Dying Light.
Dying Light. Oh, Dying Light looked absolutely brilliant.
It
Parkour zombie
was.
apocalypse where you can, well, basically it's like Brink done right in a zombie apocalypse
No, no,
with
no, no. It's
Assassin's
like
Creed
Mirror's
mixed in there
Edge. It's like
and
Mirror's
Mirror's
Edge with
Edge,
the Oculus Rift with a zombie apocalypse.
essentially.
Oh, what else came out? Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, Mortal
That
Kombat.
was
Does that X stand for 10 or is it just
Yeah,
X?
X stands for 10 in Roman numerals.
So
My
Mortal
favorite thing in that
Kombat
has to be
10.
Sub Zero's end move, where he'll freeze somebody's heart, rip it out, and then split their spine in half and just tear them to shreds.
Sounds brutal as fuck.
Ooh, what came out on The Order 1886 came out as well.
I've um I know one of my dad's friends who played that. And the only thing I have to say about it is, what the hell is with that aspect ratio? Widescreen aspect ratio. What the fucking sauce?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the first time I've ever seen that done in a PS4 game.
It seems to be a thing that I've only ever seen done on a PS4 game. To be fair, because it's I don't understand why they need to have an aspect ratio like that. Come on, it's not a
I mean,
film.
that kind of makes me just want to stick to Xbox One just a little bit.
I don't have a PS4 or an Xbox One. Completely
So
PC.
you're a full PC gamer.
Yeah, which
Uh, the irony was Just Cause on the Xbox fried my Xbox recorder as well.
that's
So
so
I don't
some
have my
that.
Hauppauge anymore. I have a the smaller one. I don't know if you know the one I'm talking about. It's a
Yeah,
Elgato. Yeah, that's what I got now.
yeah. According to Amir, he's a viewer and a valued member in the like Assassin's Creed YouTube community, etc. He said that Just Cause 3 never rose above 20 frames per second on Xbox One, which is choppy as disc. To be fair,
That really is choppy.
like 24 frames per second is when it starts to feel
That's
smooth.
like Call of Duty 2.
It needs to be at least 24 frames to feel smooth. It needs to be at least
Yeah.
30 frames. Well, 24 is
Uh,
cinematic, 30 is smooth, 60 is
Amazing.
just absolutely stunning. When
I actually have a game that I'm looking forward to coming out next year
what's
on
that?
this list. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, you should talk to Tyler then. Kingdom Hearts is his realm.
No, just to piss him off, would it piss him off that I have the Oblivion and a Keyblade made from steel in my room on my wall?
Oh, he might get a little bit jealous of that. I don't know.
Would
I'll
he
have to.
fly to the southern part of America just to kill me for that?
No,
Like,
you're
how
fine.
pissed
Don't
would he
worry about
be?
it. Definitely, for sure, relax. He's not gonna do that. He probably might.
Uh, Mirror's Edge Catalyst comes out next year. That should be good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty decent. I
Uh,
haven't um seen much about it, but it sounds pretty decent. I mean, I remember playing the first Mirror's Edge game, and it was all right. It wasn't really my thing, but
Now,
then
the
again,
next. Oh,
I've seen
sorry. You
worse.
go. You go. Sorry, I didn't. I thought you finished. That's
Oh,
what I.
don't worry about it. I was just saying that I've seen worse games than Mirror's Edge, but I played a little bit of the first one, and I didn't really enjoy it that much, but I did like it a little bit. It had a very good concept.
Now, this next game is actually from your side of the pond or across the Atlantic. No Man's Sky, made by a British gaming company. I think it's called Hello Games.
I've never heard of them.
It's just imagine you're on a planet alone. You get to custom build your own ship, and it's a massively online multiplayer game. And it's got a quintillion planets. It's an ever expanding universe, and so basically you could fuck with whoever you want. Like if somebody's on a planet and you're the only two people there, you could steal their ride. You could dismantle their ship and add on to yours.
And
Like,
then you can find your own planets and
yeah, you can claim your own planet.
it sounds absolutely fantastic. Is it coming on PC or is it a console game?
I think it's PC.
Is it? Oh, that's
Yeah,
going to be amazing, isn't
let
it?
me double check it right now.
Absolute banter.
It's made by British studio Hello Games. It is PS4 and Windows only. Microsoft Windows.
Oh, so no Xbox then?
Nope, just PS4.
I've just got to
But
hope my PC can handle it.
Yeah, it's an indie game. It's planets. Yeah, this is what it says. Listen, which includes over 18 quintillion planets, which many have their own set flora or fauna.
Which means they're unique.
Yeah, they're all unique. So
fucking shit. That's either gonna be really good or
really bad.
So bad that it's butchered astronomy to all the children who play it and all of the adults who play it.
The next thing coming out is Uncharted 4 next year, which a lot of people are looking forward to. Because I think it acts as a prequel.
John?
Correct me if I'm wrong in Uncharted 4. It's a prequel. It shows Nathan Drake as a child or a teenager, whatever you want to call it.
I'm pretty certain Uncharted 3 did that.
Okay, I'm going to have to look into that next time. What else comes out? The new Deus Ex and Mass Effect Andromeda also come out.
Mass Effect Andromeda, holy cow.
Dead Island and Dishonored 2 as well are on that list. 2.
Dishonored was absolutely amazing back in 2012.
It was outstanding.
It was like one of the best games of 2012 by a mile. Bethesda really deserve like a hat off to that one. Mass Effect is one of those franchises that you can never hate. I mean, you might dislike it, but you can't hate it because there are aspects that you like.
Counterpoint, everybody hated the ending of number 3.
Yeah, but, you know, it was... Mass Effect 3 was on average a good game, even though the ending was a very big middle finger right up somebody's arse. But you know,
I got some more for that list. Hang on. Hitman, Gears of War 4, and the new Doom.
Right, let's start off with Hitman. Rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Hitman. In 2015, there was a film, as we're all aware.
It was a good movie. I saw it.
Which I haven't even attempted to watch because I don't want to see Rupert Friend butcher the Agent 47 role with his baby face. But,
oh God. Okay, it was a good movie, but I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I will give you that remark.
I mean, come on, who likes a Hitman film? The IMDb gave it a 5.8 out of 10.
Well, that might be in your part of the world. It got a 7.5 over here.
Yeah, well, I don't think IMDb is an American thing. I don't know what it is, but
it's just on the internet.
7.5 is average, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that it got a 5.8. That is a lot. That is a good point and a bit below average, almost 2 points below average.
Yeah, that's kind of another fuck you to your face.
The film sounds like a fuck you, I'm telling you that. I've never wanted to watch a Hitman film because, as far as I'm aware, game films can get absolutely sauced. But Assassin's Creed movie coming in 2016, I have high hopes for because they've got Michael Fassbender, they've got someone who played Rodrigo Borgia in Assassin's Creed.
I want to point out, I want to stop you right there. I got to jump in here. They've got to have a lot of people who can do parkour in that movie. They have to have every actor in that movie has to know some bit of parkour.
Oh, they have stunt doubles for that usually.
Some people do their own stunts.
Yeah, I don't know if Fassbender does his own stunts, but he strikes me as someone who could because he's an average build. He's not too tall, he's not too short. He's bang on 6 foot. So you know.
He's dead on middle.
So he could essentially do his own stunts.
Okay, so this Hitman is actually a prequel to the series.
What?
This Hitman game is a prequel.
Is it? Oh no, it's not a prequel per se. I think it's a reboot actually.
Um, no, I'm reading it. It's a prequel.
Or is it?
Hitman 2016. This game coming out is a prequel to the entire
So it's
series.
not a reboot.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Right, okay, I thought it was a reboot because it
I
seemed...
don't even think you're Agent 47 in this one. I don't know.
No, you are, because I've
Oh.
seen the gameplay for it. You are Agent 47. You have the
So,
barcode on the back of your head. You are bald. You look exactly the same, almost. It looks exactly the same as Absolution from the gameplay.
so the next one is Gears of War 4. I don't know a lot about this one.
Gears of War 4, I haven't heard much about that either, but Gears of War is an absolutely fantastically fun franchise. It's like one of those... It's a game that you can just play for absolutely ages, killing things.
I mean, you get a gun that has a chainsaw on it. That's kind
You
of
can
cool.
rip people apart with it. Like, it's just... there's one achievement on the Xbox 360 that persists throughout. I think Gears of War is a Microsoft exclusive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think.
Yeah, well,
If I
on the
remember
first one,
correctly.
there's Seriously 1.0 for killing, I think it's 1 million enemies. Then Seriously 2.0 in Gears of War 2 for killing 1 million enemies. Then 3.0 for killing 1 million in 3. And then J.0 in Judgment. I don't know if it's that it's in Judgment, I think it is.
Um, yeah. Then the next game on this list is highly anticipated as Doom, the new
Doom.
Doom. Not. It's also known as Doom 4, but it's a reboot of Doom 1. I think
You know, after playing Wolfenstein: The New Order,
that was a good one.
I'm not really that interested in Doom nor Wolfenstein because I didn't really like Wolfenstein: The New Order. I mean, I found it fun. It was quite fast paced and interesting, but
Jumping in here, I didn't like how
it
they had
felt so
sex in like the
empty.
worst moments in that game. They literally fucked the worst times in that game.
Oh, what the love interest that's in there?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
They
poorly
did you notice
placed.
they
Like,
would fuck like okay, he's about to die from a nuke, and they're gonna fuck in the elevator for about 8 minutes.
yeah, I know. I don't understand that.
You could have, and then he's got that whole dream about he's gonna fuck her afterwards, and it's like
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't tell you if he dies or not. He just lies down next to a pillar, and then
and yeah, takes what's his name down? Death's Head.
yeah,
There's no mention of Hitler whatsoever. Well, there is mention of Hitler. He's obviously still alive at this point
no.
in this timeline.
There's the Easter egg when you sleep when you take a nap the first time where you play the old Wolfenstein in your head.
Is
I
it?
don't know if you remember that it's one of the cutscenes after dance. He goes, "I'm gonna take a nap," and then it tells you to go upstairs, and it shows you in the original Wolfenstein going to kill Mecha Hitler. It's a little Easter egg that Bethesda
Is
put
it?
in there.
Is it in like the old graphics as well?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so sweet.
It is. They
But
did it. They did the same thing in Rage, where they put the old Quake room in one of the garages.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you play it, and he's having an inner monologue with himself. And what I remember from the old Wolfenstein is that behind all of Hitler's faces, there are stashes where you can get better weapons. So I knifed the face of
Yeah.
the picture, and it opened up,
Well,
and that was
okay.
really fun for me.
I stand corrected. There are mentions to Hitler, but he doesn't make an appearance in the story
Not this
when
time
you
around.
think he would. Because come on, the Nazis won the war in this timeline.
So another game that I'm not looking forward to. Have you heard about the Destiny sequel?
Destiny has a sequel.
Yeah, they're gonna have it. It should be 2016, 2017 ish.
Look, Destiny, from what I've been told, it was Dr. Orwell's going to hate me for this, but it was apparently it was so bad, right? From what I've been told, I'm surprised that Bungie hasn't gone bust
I know, right? I
without...
mean, they overhyped the living fuck out of this one,
Like, it looked so much better when it actually had a story mode.
and the story was actually 2 hours.
You know, it looked so much better back when they
It did.
advertised it than that it looked like it was going to be like, oh my god, it's going to be so similar to Halo, but it's going to be more, it's going to be more like realistic and stuff. And it's like, nah, Halo's better. So what's it
Yep.
like?
Walking Dead season 3 is another game I'm looking forward to.
Oh, is that like a Telltale?
Yeah, they're making
Ah,
a. Then they're gonna also gonna
Telltale
make a.
games.
They're gonna make one about Michonne in between that,
Cool.
and then South Park: The Stick of Truth's getting a sequel called South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Oh, yeah, the fractured butthole was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the trailer at E3. I was watching the live stream. Also, isn't For Honor coming in 2016, or is that a later date?
The new Halo?
For Honor. It's a
Oh,
Ubisoft MMO like thing.
um, I think it is, and so is the Black Desert Online. That one looks amazing. I don't know if you've seen it.
Cool. No, I haven't really. Um,
Like they put like, let me put it this way: if I send you the customization link, like there's a video about IGN covered it about the whole customization aspect of the game. If you saw it, you'd shit your pants because it's amazing.
oh, cool. What Far Cry Primal coming out in February
February, yeah.
2016.
I'm
That
looking forward to that.
it's different. It's Far Cry, but
It's
my
prehistoric Far
brother
Cry.
said when the trailer first released that it could just be them starting to milk Far Cry like Assassin's Creed to get more money,
Yeah, that could be a fact.
and
Could be.
that worries me.
Because once again, that will ruin one of your favorite series of all time.
Yeah, Far Cry. I recently played through Far Cry 3. It's not one of my favourite franchises, but I absolutely loved Far Cry 3. Like, the only criticism I ever had for that was the fact that the story sort of fizzes out, especially towards the end. But the
Yeah.
soundtrack makes, I don't know what it is about the soundtrack, but it makes it sound so good. And, oh, that game's amazing. That's all I can say. It's just one of the best open world first person games ever.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So they're also making an Until Dawn sequel on the PS4.
I don't really know what Until Dawn is, but I'm
I don't
assuming
know
that there'll
either.
be. I'm assuming you have Let's Play going on or something.
Uh, I don't, but I think PewDiePie did it and got like a shit ton of views for it.
He made a video. PewDiePie doesn't do Let's Plays.
Yeah, he made it. Well, he actually does. He just does them for like hours though. I have a friend who constantly watches PewDiePie.
Oh, I can't stand him, to be fair.
I can't. I can't stand him either. But you know,
I mean,
he's a good friend of mine, so I let him talk about it.
yeah, it's good.
The next one is on the list. Not to interrupt you, but Borderlands 3.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, it's untitled Borderlands video game at the moment, but everybody's assuming Borderlands 3 because they already did a pre-sequel. So you can't do a pre-sequel. That wouldn't make sense.
I haven't played the pre-sequel yet, but I played Borderlands 1 and 2, and they were both amazing. I played some DLCs for 1, and 1 or 2 for 2. And then Borderlands, the pre-sequel, I haven't played that yet. I want to.
Did you play Tales from the Borderlands by Telltale?
Yeah, that I'm not so interested in because Telltale games never really struck my imagination. I played like The Walking Dead season 1, episode 1.
And then you just were like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, I was just like, what the? I can't. I don't like zombies. To be fair, I'm not a zombie person, so I don't really like the Walking Dead TV show, and I never read the comics because I don't like
I
zombies.
stopped watching it. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it already, but you probably all know about it. Glenn died, the Asian guy who was
He was
in the game. He was in episode 1. He was in the comics. He was in the TV show. He died. So after season 6, I was like, "Fuck it." 2 episodes in.
there goes the connection to the games, like what the source is going on here.
Exactly. The next one is so. Anyway, back to Borderlands 3 real quick. This game is also supposed to have full customization with the characters and their voices as well,
Cool.
or so I hear. Next game. There's another Diablo game coming out.
Yeah, isn't there another Dark Souls somewhere along the lines?
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is coming out as well.
We don't know if that's 2016 yet, do we?
I think it's supposed to be mid 2016, like summer.
Crikey, that sounds like Dark Souls.
They're making another Duke Nukem game as well.
Oh, that's gonna be crap. Allow me to mention this one. Assassin's Creed, we all know it's going to have a game in 2016, although there is a level of doubt with the movie going on, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you got the movie, so maybe there might not be a game, but knowing Ubisoft, they won't be able.
Oh, an interesting thing that I heard about 2016 was that Gabe Newell might merge Half-Life 3 and Portal 3 into one game.
Half Portal.
Half-Life Portal 3.
Half.
Portal Life.
Half Portal 3. Oh, think of titles for that for half.
No, but
Half-Life 3.
I read that about I saw it on many different reviews, and I saw a lot of things about that.
Portal.
So he's merging them. So he's going to have Gordon Freeman because if you remember Half-Life Episode 2, at the very end you find the Borealis.
Yeah.
So the whole plot's probably going to have to revolve around Gordon Freeman breaking into Aperture, which is what I want to see. Just imagine Gladys yelling at another mute.
Yeah, Gladys. Continue testing. Hope Wheatley isn't actually dead then, because
Yeah.
Wheatley is absolutely bae. He's evil as sauce, but he's absolutely fantastic. Stephen Merchant nailed him. He's really funny.
Now to counterpoint this, there are two Star Wars games coming out next year.
Oh god,
There's a
no.
Star Wars game by Visceral Gaming and a Star Wars game by BioWare.
And
BioWare did correct me if I'm wrong, they did Dragon Age.
BioWare did Mass Effect 2.
Oh, so that one's probably going to be the better one to go with.
Yeah, that is if it's an RPG like game. Um, I was mentioning the Assassin's Creed game that we might be seeing in 2016 now.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about it. All we know is that Ubisoft China leaked development of a new Assassin's Creed game, but there are no images about the game itself. It's just a picture of them at a conference talking about it.
Hmm.
But it could be a 2016 game, which is most likely because Ubisoft said it themselves. Assassin's Creed basically fuels their funding to make other games. That's why it's
Well,
an annual
okay,
release.
name one game that's not Assassin's Creed that they've done recently.
What they've done recently.
Yeah, like within the last 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years, Far Cry 4,
Okay, that's a fair one.
Far Cry 3, which came out in 2012 towards this end of the year. Um, they've done the Crew.
But aside from those, mainly Assassin's Creed games fuel them.
I know that, but that's their income for finances. Yeah.
I've actually reached the end of my list, so if there's anything you want to jump in here and talk about, go ahead.
Um. Yeah. I'm thinking. It's a hard thing. It's thought. Thought is painful sometimes. You got
I
so
think we literally nailed every good and bad game that there will be.
yeah, maybe. I just want to make sure we have. Oh, and Ubisoft have also done like Need for Speed games as well, and stuff
That's
like that.
fair. I
And
don't want to
Just
leave any
Dance,
games left out here. I don't want any shit comments about, oh, you left this game out.
Just Dance.
That's true as well.
This is no longer a gaming thing. It's the type of thing you'd play on a Wii.
If you tell my sister that, she'll straight up punch anybody in the face.
Your sister likes Just Dance.
She likes Dance Dance Revolution. She still plays Just Dance Revolution on her PS2.
Wait, hang on. Wait, Just Dance. It's a Ubisoft game. Won't it
Yeah.
lag to buggery?
Well, see, you get one of those foot pads with the arrows, and you just jump around on it like a schoolgirl. That's
Okay.
what every girl does.
Okay, so we've nailed pretty much every game, but I would like to talk about something that us PC gamers are struggling with at the moment with new games.
Yeah.
Can you guess what that is?
Driver updates fucking up everything you try to do.
Yeah, that's one of them, but what's the main thing when the game comes out?
The time it takes to install them.
No. After you've installed it and you're playing it and you realise that the port is absolute bullshit.
Yeah. So you're talking about Just Cause 3 for the example
Just
of
Cause
that.
3, Assassin's Creed Unity back in 2014, Assassin's Creed
I didn't
Syndicate to an
understand
extent.
Unity at all.
Unity was
Like,
just a mess.
yeah, Unity was like your 30 different dudes.
You're one person actually, but it's just multiplayer. There's co-op. That's for it because they're trying to advertise that the game's constantly online and co-op. Syndicate is the optimization isn't great, but it's way better.
It was
than
also
Unity.
based on your history of your country.
Well, yeah, it's a great example, but
I mean, the historical accuracy is amazing.
yeah, but they tried to cram every single historical figure into it. Like seriously, look,
Jack the Ripper.
you've got the Jack the Ripper, yeah, but they've done that in the DLC, which is 20 years later, and that is accurate. But the thing is with that DLC is it's gonna butcher Jack the Ripper as a historical topic. Why? Because they made him so he's an ex-assassin who basically kills more people than bloody 5 prostitutes, and that's inaccurate. But the killings of the main people, like Catherine Eddowes and etc., they are bleeding accurate, I suppose. But before then, they've crammed in Arthur Conan Doyle, as a child in the murder mysteries. They've got Charles Dickens and Darwin in a DLC, in which they both upload bloody and like a conspiracy. They're both in London at the time, even though Darwin was like somewhere else, like Isle of Wight or whatever. And they had Alexander Graham Bell.
So you are incredibly angry, it seems, at this.
No, the game's actually pretty fun.
Well, the way you were ranting, I took that as you were angry, like they
I'm
tried
not
to add
ranting.
every
I'm just naming
historical
all the
figure
historical
ever.
figures that they've ransacked and that there's absolutely crammed into it. Now they've done a good job of it, but at the same time, Ubisoft have butchered the setting a little bit. Like,
Yeah, I
okay,
mean, especially if they show Jack the Ripper's identity, then you
they
kind of
haven't.
fucked up the whole legend.
As far as I'm aware, they don't.
I'm gonna say if they did, though, that would kind of put a whole big fuck you to your culture.
No, trust me, they did that anyway. Um, I'm yet to play the DLC. I probably. But I have seen Let's Plays, and Jesus Christ, it is lit. Just imagine someone taking a knife to your favourite book and ripping it to pieces.
Like how J.K. Rowling, she was able to cast whoever she wanted in the new Harry Potter.
What new
That's
Harry Potter?
that's an example of that. Just saying, like, have you seen Harry Potter and the Cursed Child? The
No.
trailer. It's
What's
set like 20 years later, and I don't know how the book goes, but
Harry
Hermione,
Potter and the Cursed Child?
yeah,
20
Hermione
years
is now a
later.
black actress, which it's I mean, good for J.K. Rowling. She gets to have control over her shit this time.
Yeah, I mean, what
But
the with the black actress, like bloody hell. I
but
mean,
Hermione was white in the first 7
and
movies.
yeah,
So
if it's
how
in the
does that
same
work?
universe, if it's the same like incarnation of the universe, then that's gonna cause some questions. But I have nothing against a black actress taking up
Neither
the
do
part.
I. I'm just saying for the continuity's sake. What the hell?
I mean, I mean, I don't want. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Harry Potter, but I suppose I don't have anything against race either. But come on, you've got to at least make it. If it's in the same like version of the universe, then at least make it so they look alike.
Unless
I mean,
Doctor Who physics apply in Harry Potter now.
that she Hermione's a Time Lord and regenerated. No, all that makes me happy about that, to be honest with you, is the fact that they've gone ahead and sacked Emma Watson because let's face it, get rid of that feminist fuck.
Oh god, that's actually a pretty good point. She was always put out as the feminist in the movie.
Yeah,
But I mean, if I mean, go with bear with me on this for continuity's sake. For continue, yeah, whatever how you pronounce it. I suddenly forgot. But for the sake of continuing the same universe and stuff, wouldn't you want the same actors but to make them look older?
yeah, more or less. But the makeup that does that would require hours and hours each day, which would also require resources which they don't have. So I reckon, to be fair, they should just recast with people who have similar attributes or could dye their hair to have those similar attributes. I mean, I don't mind the fact that the new actress is black. It's obviously a recasting, and that doesn't bother me at all.
It
Um,
doesn't bother me either. I'm just saying
I
that's
just
going to be confusing to people who are seeing it for the first time, like the kids of the generation that's younger than us.
is it who are any of the cast members the same?
No, I don't think the main cast is.
Damn it!
No, but
That's damn it! New Hagrid. No,
no. But it's
new
like this.
Hagrid.
Then they did the. Did you see the prequel that they're making?
Oh,
Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them.
oh,
That's set 70 years before Harry Potter.
oh well. Yeah, can we moving back to games? What was I saying about PC ports before?
You were talking about how Just Cause 3 was a huge example of failure.
Yeah, well, that's actually really easy to resolve. One, what you do is you have to make the sacrifice where you get rid of the 1080p quality and go down to 900p. Which, trust me, that's hard. That is tear jerking. Like to have to do that because your PC is gonna absolutely hate you for it, especially if you're on a 1080p display.
I have a question. How come you say you hate Just Cause 3, but you upload videos of it constantly?
Oh, I don't hate it. I find it really fun, but the PC port is a massive letdown for me, and the story is half-assed. But the gameplay, the wingsuit is really satisfying, and I've only uploaded about 5 videos.
What was the last one? 10 minutes straight of wingsuiting?
That wasn't the last one, but I improved the PC performance video. That was probably the last one. But the 10 minutes of constant wingsuiting was really fun.
I want to throw in an Easter egg here. I was doing a mission, and they said, "Rico, we need you to go look up into the mountains for some cultist activity." I was like, "Okay." So I go up there. There's this temple. There's a dead goat. Nobody's around. There's 4 broken statues. If you know this reference.
4 broken statues.
Yeah, and I go to the goat. I am inspecting it, and I turn around.
Doctor
The
Who
statue.
reference.
Yeah, it is. The
Yeah,
statues
because
move. One of them
the
moved.
statues move towards you like the weeping angels.
Yes, they did.
That
And
is
I,
cool.
I was like,
Didn't you post that
no,
on Facebook or
yeah, I
something?
did. I did it when it happened. It was funny
I'm
because it
sure.
scared the shit out of me because I didn't know what was going on. Like they asked me to go look into this, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's nobody here. Turn around. One statue moves. Turn back around. The other 3 are encircling me, and
You
I'm just
should
like,
have just jumped off the mountain, deployed your wingsuit, and
I
flown
actually
back to
did.
like
I did.
flown all the way to Bayer, which
I
is
wish I would fly all the way to the first city I went to and just yell at them like, you assholes.
fly all the way
Those
back to
weeping
Bayer,
angels.
which is like on the smaller island, which is one of the regions on the smaller island.
So do we have anything else to talk about here?
Uh,
Or are we out of stuff?
we're out of stuff. Vander. Um.
Well, we
So
do have the Christmas giveaway that's happening on
yeah. So
Christmas. Ethan will be participating in that.
yeah. So it's like a collaboration sort of thing where we do a video on my channel, and the podcast is of course going up on Jacob's channel as well. But then we're going to be doing that on the 25th of December at what time?
8 a.m. to 10 a.m. probably that range.
At 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
EST, which is
Yes.
about 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. GMT. You just put that in a time converter if that's not one of your times. But, you know, I'm pretty certain you can figure it out.
And that's all that we have.
That's a
So
wrap. So,
yeah, we'll see you guys later.
yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Subscribe to Jacob's channel. There'll be a link in the description. And if not, if you're on his side, be sure to come ahead and subscribe to me because I'm approaching
Yeah, I'll leave a link in the
2,000
description.
subscribers.
Look at
Don't
you.
subscribe, he's shit.
No,
Subscribe to Jacob. Definitely go ahead and
subscribe to Ethan and help him get that goal of 2,000.
which would be absolutely fantastic. And we will see you in another video, hopefully soon. So thanks for watching, guys. So ya.